It is
Okay,
reality.
so Piers,
It's happening.
who should replace him?
It's happening.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, you
Piers,
should care.
The funny thing is, I actually agree with you, but I don't care.
Okay.
It affects so little people. It's an obvious distraction.
You wouldn't be saying. You would not be saying that.
Trump?
Well, I
How
agree.
do we beat Trump?
Yeah, okay, we'll come to that.
Trump?
But just to be clear, it affects a lot more people than you think, that issue.
That's Piers Morgan triggering host of the Young Turks and person with stage 4 liberal brain rot, Cenk Uygur, with one simple question. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and you gotta love the civility and well thought out arguments of the top thinkers on the left. I'm just kidding, all they seem to do is scream about their feelings while trying to emotionally blackmail people.
On the Democrat progressive side, they think that it's perfectly okay to just completely destroy women's rights at the altar of limitless gender identity, to the extent we have biological males crushing women. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, when I hear Democrats,
that affects,
listen,
no, Piers,
listen,
let me explain.
Let me finish.
That affects 0.00001%. You guys are obsessed with beating up on trans people. It barely affects anyone in the country. It's a giant distraction. Meanwhile, women are 51% of this country, and you don't mind Republicans taking away their freedom completely and saying that their body is the property of the U.S. government?
I find it slightly weird when I hear people on the one hand ferociously wanting to defend women's rights, but on the other hand quite happy to see those rights traduced by things like allowing biological males to compete in sport, or allowing biological males to be in female spaces, whatever it may be.
Piers,
I'm sorry, you may not think
Piers,
it's important.
No, you're being ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. And if you honestly think only 7 people are affected by the trans sport thing, and it's got nothing to do with trans people, I want them.
It's more than. Hey, are you saying it's in the thousands?
You know, this clip really highlights how sleazy the left is with its arguments, because every time they argue for the entitlement status of some victim group, they never use proportionality like this. It's always, if one innocent person suffers, then there's injustice that needs to be corrected. I mean, for Pete's sake, the group that he's talking about only accounts for 0.2% of the population, and look at how the left has used them like a crowbar to contort society into a pretzel and upend social norms that we've had for centuries in this country.
Are you saying that there's thousands of trans women competing in professional sports?
No, but
are you saying it's hundreds?
No, but
are you talking about dozens or single digits?
It
is a microscopic issue that you are choosing to focus on.
Here's why you're wrong.
Like to push that bigotry.
Here's why you're wrong. Right across the board, from when little girls compete at school now, to high school, to college, to potentially professional sport, if you do not stop trans athletes competing against women, it will destroy women's sport. More and more sports are seeing it happening.
Get back to reality.
And if you were a mother or a father of a young girl, very promising athlete, whose Olympic place is stolen by a trans athlete who has an unfair advantage, you would not feel the way you do.
Has literally happened to maybe 2 people on planet Earth.
Shouldn't be happening to anybody.
Maybe.
Right.
2.
Anyway,
out of 8 billion people.
Is Gavin Newsom the right guy?
And this is what it really gets to. The left's worldview is just based on entropy and tearing things down in an unrelenting pursuit of some utopian ideal that doesn't exist. They're increasingly childless, they aren't focused on family, or not family in the way we would describe it. They're content to have pets that they use as surrogates for kids, but many of them are anti-children, which is a problem because it gives them zero skin in the game. Their politics essentially boils down to short-sighted selfish desires and misplaced maternal instincts. But let me know what you think. Does Cenk actually have a point? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!